Okay, Stream Element says we're live, so that means we're live. Hello, Internet. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to try something new today. I am going to recap my clips from yesterday's stream. I'm going to watch through them. I'm going to talk about what happened on that clip and maybe go into a little bit of a digression. Not complaining. I'm not here to complain today. Go into a digression explaining what I was thinking about at the time or what other thoughts it brings up for me now. Could be interesting. Let's give it a try. So the first clip I've already given a title, Fake News, but I'll go ahead and play it again for you.
How is tentative ball position 0-0?
That was a long pause.
This is fake news. That's not right.
I think I'm gonna send this. I think I'm gonna package this one as a short. I don't like how long the pause is, but I can edit that down. And I like where I say it's fake news, so it's fun. Let's set it out.
How is tentative ball position?
Now the cool thing about clips now in Twitch is they have this feature where you can select two areas of the screen and export it to YouTube Shorts. So let's show how that works. I'll leave the channel name on. That's kind of nice.
How is tentative ball position?
And it plays a preview of it. It's rendering the clip. I'll set it to private because I do want to edit it down first. Share to YouTube Shorts, and then I can click done here because it's already started the process. And on to the next clip.
Place into right. Let's not there should be 4 of those. Replace all. Now there are none of those. Now debug. No, now run.
Being brave.
Hey, it passed. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna make a cup of tea. Be right.
So that was, I don't remember exactly where that was in the WinMX sponsored challenge that I was working through, but apparently it was a good point where I got to the solution after struggling with it for a while. So let's
Place into
edit and share that one. Let's see what I want.
There should be 4 of those. Replace all. Now there are none of those. Now debug. No, now run. Okay.
I don't want it to play. I want it to pause here.
Now there are none of those. Now debug.
It's going to be kind of small on there, but that's okay.
Place into
Okay, let's see what this next one is about. What was I doing? This is a weird clip. I'm making tea.
So in this case, choose the direction for the ball to hit. Oh, thank you for following, Via Fernando. I appreciate that.
Oh. It's a thanks for follow. I won't bother exporting that one to YouTube. But thank you again, Via Fernando, for following.
Row and board. Do I need to enumerate? Yes, I do. Rows represent height.
I could make a little video on what enumerate is about since I found it helpful here. In fact, let's write that in the Twitch chat to do !video on enumerate. Actually, that'll fit in as a follow-up to a video that I just made. So, or was in the process of making one of those. Okay, let's continue with the clip.
And board and enumerate board. Enumerate gives you the index and the element.
Was I trying to explain enumerate? I will title this one, but I won't export it. All right, next up.
To position board 2 equals 2, 2. So this should equal the list. Sammy is here.
Oh, it was a cat interruption. Oh, how nice. This one's going to YouTube.
Good kitty.
Let's see, I think I want to put the keyboard in this view so that we see the cat nice and big. And kind of center it. Then this view can be for my face, I guess. It's not the right aspect ratio very much, but it's okay. Not a very flattering freeze shot.
Position board 2. So this should equal the list.
And I'll edit out that beginning part on YouTube.
Sammy is here.
Aw, Sammy.
Good kitty. 2.
Oh, I forgot to give it a title.
Position board
Got so excited.
2 equals 2, 2.
That was Sammy. That's a good one. Okay, next one.
So generate next boards, board 1 equals next board 1, 1. That's this. I think I've got everything right.
Might be worth explaining what am I trying to say? It might be worth explaining how I used PyTest for this project and why that was a better choice than trying to do it all on the CodinGame website. But let's go on.
Probably don't. For blank in, of course, ball integer isn't iterable. Come on, Eric.
Of course, ball integer isn't iterable. Iterable, is that not a properly spelled word? Well, we're going to keep it there. I think the second part of this is the one that's worth exporting, so I'll just export this once.
So generate next boards, board 1 equals next board 1, 1. That's this. I think I've got everything right. Probably don't.
I might actually want to do it this way. Not sure how I'm gonna export this one.
For blank in, of course, ball integer isn't iterable. Come on, Eric. So generate next boards, board 1. For blank in, of course, ball.
Okay, how well can we get this? Would it work to do it like that? That's kind of interesting. I'll try it that way. Don't default to these for future clips because it's very situational.
So generate next boards, board 1 equals. So I better check that also. Okay, now let's try it. Assertion error. Ha! I forgot to make it a list of lists. Or something.
Or something. Okay, that's kind of fun. Forgot list of lists. Gotta mind your list depth. And let's share an edit clip. I'm sure this will turn into something.
So I better check that also.
Now, which parts of this do I want to keep?
Try it. Assertion error.
Okay, I see how I'm going to do this one. We'll get tests failed. Oh, that's just the mouse. This looks good.
So I better check that also.
That's that clip.
Of a
Next
list
one.
of lists. Or something. Wait. First, see if my test is wrong. Yeah. It has to be a list containing next board one. Woo, passed. Okay.
I like two things about that. I like where I said first see if my test is wrong. Who tests the tests? Also, I'm making clips of me reviewing clips. How deep can we go with this? Like clip inception. Clipception. Well, there's another clip. First, check if my test is wrong. ... That's enough of a title for that. Then we edit and share clip.
A list of lists. Or something. Wait. First, see if my test is wrong. Yeah. It has to be a list containing next board one. Woo, passed.
We'll do one for me and one for
lists or something.
One for this, maybe? Seems like it'll work. That's so tiny. Oh well. Hey, it's time for me to wake up. Too bad I'm already awake. Okay.
Next. List. Something. Wait.
Share that one. What's next?
2. But in place of a 2, we'll have a B for a down arrow. And in place of a dot here, we'll have a 1 for a ball with one shot left. Now.
So fixing test cases.
That's the only valid hit for ball 2. But here's the interesting part. There are 2 valid hits for ball 1.
Oops, 2. I wanted to. Oops, what am I doing? That was weird. Okay, back to where we were. First check my test is wrong. Did I share that one already? I don't remember where I was. If I watch this one, maybe I'll
Like
remember.
a list of lists or something.
Yeah, I did that one. Now we're on this one.
2, but in place of a 2, we'll have a B for a down arrow, and in place of a dot here, we'll have a 1 for a ball with 1 shot left. Now, that's the only valid hit for ball 2, but here's the interesting part. There are 2 valid hits for ball 1.
I'll take a moment and explain what I'm talking about with the number of valid hits. Let's look over here. Here's a picture of, yeah. And this is also an opportunity to talk about backtracking, which is the technique I used to solve at least the first 3 test cases. I'm still too slow on the 4th test case, although I have an idea of how to approach that. Basically, I need to be more assertive in pruning boards that are going to be invalid. But anyway, if you look at this, the rules are there's a ball. Each ball has a number. That number represents both the number of shots remaining and the length that you have to travel on that shot. So if you look at ball 2, shooting down by 2 is valid because you can land here. It's okay for balls to fly over water hazards, but it's not okay for balls to land in water hazards. However, you can't shoot the ball. Do you hit a golf ball or shoot a golf ball? Shows what I know about golf. Anyway, you can't hit the golf ball in this direction because it would land in a water hole. So there's only one valid hit for ball 1, for ball with integer 2 here. But let's look at ball 1. We look at ball 1 here. We could hit it up into a hole or left into a hole. Now, by now, you've probably realized that it's better to hit ball 1 up because that leaves ball 2 free to go into hole 1, subject to the constraint that each hole may have at most 1 ball. That's one of the rules of this game. So if you had tried hitting ball 1 to the left, you would find that you had to back up and try a different solution. I'm having trouble visualizing how the backtracking recursion works and how it knows to throw out all the other possibilities once one winning possibility is found. I think I'll do some debug printing output later today and try and... Solaris says you could draw the tree. Hi Solaris, welcome back. Yeah, I could draw the tree. Or better yet, I could try to find a way to make Python draw the tree for me. I think there's some good graphing packages in Python, and what I think I can do is, as the program is running, print something like what function I'm in, a unique identifier of that function, and if I can, a unique identifier of the function that called it. And if I just dump that output into text, I think I could then parse that with a graphing library and get a graph of the tree. And then I could get ones that are, I could do that with ones that are too complex and big and tedious to do myself. Anyway, let's get back to the clipping. Let's see, fixing test cases. I watched this one, I talked about it, but I didn't export it. So let's edit and share clip.
2, but in place of a 2, we'll have a B for a down arrow, and in place of a dot here,
I won't even try to
for
display the second one.
Shot left.
Let's do it like this.
Now, 2, but in place of a 2, we'll have a
All right, what's next?
Boards. Search generate next boards of board 2 equals next list of possible next boards.
Oh, I even gave it a variable name.
2. That's the one. Please pass. It passed. I like it when tests pass.
Okay, we'll call that I like it when tests pass.
Right, next boards. Search generate next boards of board 2 equals next list of possible next boards for board 2. That's the one.
It's okay. It's okay with me that it's a little
clipped.
clipped.
Next boards. All integer minus.
There are sort of a lot of these clips. Sometimes I think I shouldn't save as many clips, but I enjoy going through them. Hopefully you don't mind me going through them.
This 1 equals 0. Return out of dots boards. Huh. How about hello? That hello there is kind of
I'll just call this some comma shorts. And I'll export it to YouTube Shorts. Aha.
all integer minus 1 equals 0.
By the way, what I was working on here is that I had a check for whether there were any balls with number 0, but it was later on, so that would it have generated another generation of boards? Anyway, I'm catching the condition a little bit earlier, which hopefully helps a little bit with efficiency.
Return out of dots boards. Huh. How about hello? That hello there is kind of all integer minus 1.
I want to, that has reminded me that I've got this silly comma hello situation going on. Let's search for comma hello in PyCharm. Oh, it's comma quote hello. And why did I end up doing that? It's because I wanted to return both the board and the position, but is that even necessary anymore? Oh, I've got starting position here and I didn't use it. That's interesting. Anyway, hit ball, where does that get used? It's the only usage. Does new position get used at all? Why is lambda board complaining? Shadow's name board from outer scope. I don't think I care about that. Yeah, new position isn't even getting used, so. So there's that comma hello is completely useless. It's a vestigial comment. Yeah. Oh well. Where was I? Sammy's here, PyTest, forgot those first check. Fixing test case, going comma shorts. Here's the one that we're doing next.
That's okay. And for interest, I'm going to run this. It should have recursion problems. Wait, it passed?
Long pause.
What? I'm not. No.
Wait, it passed? Doing CodinGame, a golf themed challenge. And this time I think I'm going to use...
That's okay. And...
I think I'm going to use both of these windows to show the PyCharm window. Yeah, I like test pass one of, actually I like this to be test pass one of tests passed. One of one test. We can make this a little bigger so we see position down there and terminal. And then this will show me def test recursive main. Bring that over there. But not that far. Okay. That's looking good.
That's okay. And for interest, I'm going to run this. It should have recurred. Let's do all of PyTest. Oh, that's not even a test that I'm using anymore, so that's fine. Comment that out. PyTest. They all passed.
Okay, this is removing old tests, comma, they all passed, exclamation mark, question mark. Or is it the other way around? Does it matter? No, it does not.
Let's do all of PyTest. Oh, that's not even a test that I'm using anymore, so that's fine. Comment that out.
Okay, looking good.
Let's do all of PyTest. All.
What's happening here?
Laura says, "Oh, you would need to ignore the first line." Yep, that's what I just noticed. I gotta get a ping, so it makes a noise when chat goes. That would be kind of a fun project to do on stream, actually.
Fun project. Twitch chat to audio ping. In fact, I've got even another idea for it. Project idea, Twitch chat to little melody generated from chat text. That would be fun. Maybe that's what I'll do today. I've got half of mine to skip to that right now. Let's see. I think I want to edit and share a clip here.
All. Laura says, "Oh, you would need to ignore the first line." Yep, that's what I just noticed. I gotta get a ping, so it makes a noise when chat goes. That would be kind of a fun project to do on stream, actually.
You know what? I don't think that one's worth you exploring to YouTube, but it was worth watching, so I could remember that I wanted to do that project idea.
Recursively enumerate all the subtrees of C. The two tests and the children of each node are defined by user given procedures. Therefore, the actual search tree that is traversed by the algorithm is only part of the potential tree. The total cost of the algorithm is the number of nodes of the actual tree times the cost of obtaining and processing each node. The fact should be considered when choosing the potential search tree and implementing the pruning test. Yeesh.
I'm going to call that Mumblepedia and just move on.
Become a C. So I said, so is it akin to what I said about killing some of your children calls? Absolutely, it's akin to that. That's what this reject is about. And that's, well, this S not equal none, what this S not equals none is about, I think. They also called it pruning the tree.
Pruning the tree. I'm gonna write for later question mark. Why couldn't I get the Wikipedia backtracking algorithm to work? I'm kind of annoyed that I couldn't get that working. That one wasn't very interesting. We won't send it to YouTube. What's happening here? Whole lot of silence.
Solar says, well, in my opinion, the Wikipedia explanation is hard to understand because of its way of iterating. Usually you have an iterable, so iterating is just looping on the elements of that iterable, and you don't have to call next yourself. Okay.
Wiki is confusing. You know, this one's fairly interesting. I will take the time to export it.
Solar says, well, in my opinion, the Wikipedia explanation is hard to understand because of its way of iterating. Usually you have an iterable, so iterating is just looping on the elements of that iterable, and you don't have to call next yourself. Okay. Wait, what? It says, it's supposed to be my backtrack.
Coding too long, calling the wrong function.
Wait, what? It says, it's supposed to be my backtrack. Gosh, 4 hours. It's time to take a break. Time to take a stream break. My tea's still here. Gosh, 4 hours. It's time to take a break. Time. Gosh, 4 hours. It's time to take a break. Time to take a stream break.
Idea. Selenium automate Twitch clips selection and export to YouTube with AI question mark. There's a thing I saw on Reddit called Clip Buddy, which says it takes your long form it takes your long form content, selects relevant sections of it, and then reframes it for shorts usage. And it just occurred to me, maybe I could write a program because I wanted to make the thing myself and not pay for it because I like building things better than paying for things. But it seemed like a pretty difficult thing for me to figure out. But if I can just tack on to this interface, maybe I'd have something. What's going on with this one? I don't remember.
A two sticker.
I guess I clipped it twice. Or did I say something else?
Okay, time to figure out text. And I will be right back.
Yeah, that was whatever.
Oh, I forgot to put the be right back thing actually on my screen. Well, it was pretty clear that I wasn't there, so yeah. I'm back.
That was kind of fun. I'll send that to YouTube.
Oh, I forgot to put the be right back thing actually on my screen. Well, it was pretty clear that I wasn't there, so yeah. I'm back.
I make them private so that I can edit the trim and cut bits of it to make them shorter when I need to.
Oh, we just returned this, is all.
Oh, that moment.
Not thinking recursive dimensionally.
I like that. Not thinking recursive dimensionally.
Oh, we just returned this, is all. Not thinking recursive dimensionally. If is in the board return false. Schooly B. Hey, Schooly B. Thank you for that raid with one viewer. I appreciate you stopping by. I know I remember Schooly B. Did I watch your stream at some point? Hi, Schooly B. If is
This one's kind of interesting to me, at least, because new iterative backtrack is the one that eventually actually worked. Wait, but then but it looked like I had figured it out in the previous clip. So how is it that I had that right and then, anyway, I'm not gonna, what was I gonna call this one? Oh yeah, this one's Schooly B. We'll move on from that one. Solaris says you had a useless variable on the previous one. You've got a better memory of my coding than I do. Thank you.
Oh no, I can't return next board.
Why did I think I can't return next board? That's when I went down a bad path. Oh, I was worried that if I went ahead and returned next board, that I would miss other. Solaris says you defined a two parameters function when one parameter was sufficient. That's true. I did do that. And new iterative backtrack was a simplification where I only used one function, one parameter in the function. So here I was worried that if I went ahead and returned next board, I would miss checking the other ones. But I was confused because actually you want to just return next board and let it go back up the call stack and give you the first valid solution that it finds. Whereas if you keep going after finding, because if new interactive backtrack of next board returns a list, that means that the only way it can return a list is if it returned a board here, and that's if it is complete board. So okay, I see. When I watch back at this, I see the mistakes I made and I see the patterns of what works. So I think this is useful for me to look through these.
Oh, I see my problem.
Oh, and there was a parenthesis problem. Okay.
Thank you, Bull. I wasn't exactly missing a paren, I had misplaced a paren.
Whatever. We'll go ahead and export this one.
Oh no, I can't return next board. Thank you, Bull. I wasn't. Oh no, I can't return next board. What the heck?
How many more of these? Oh gosh, there's
Is
so
my
many.
indentation off?
I may not do all of these right now.
By golly, it is.
We'll make it a round hour. I'll do another 15 minutes of clips and then we'll get into actually working on or maybe I'll do some Clash of Code. Either way, let's do it. Let's do another 15 minutes here.
Expected actual. Did I use the wrong board? Oh, I used the wrong board. Ah.
Used the wrong board. Once again, got to make sure your tests are right.
Slow. Too inefficient. That's frustrating. It might be time to look up a solution for me.
Solaris says, to understand the process, I suggest drawing a tree with nodes in 3 colors. Red if the node is an invalid state, green if the node is deemed a solution to the problem, and gray if the node is unknown, for example. Yeah, that seems like a minimum viable model of the problem to understand it. I will draw that in the next, like after this 15 minutes, I'll go draw, I'll get up I'll open up Trio or Chartio or whatever it's called and draw a chart of that. But I also am kind of interested in visualizing the ones that, oh, it'd be interesting if I could like visualize why they went wrong. And if I could compare like, anyway, having thoughts. What was this one about?
Slow.
Slow. Save that one and move on.
Wait, now it didn't find the solution? We found the solution before. You're telling me it got to a valid solution by making invalid steps?
Invalid. I don't know what was wrong with that in that case, but let's just move on. Oh, what the?
Oh, what the?
Something went weird.
Something went weird. Something went weird.
Okay, somehow I must have clicked in the wrong place. Sorry about that. That was probably at least as confusing for you as it was for me. And these are ones that I've already named, so... And now we've got clips that I made today. I'm not going to do today's clips on today's stream. So let's go make sure that that's live there, and then we're going to go, let's go full webcam. Okay. Thank you, viewers, for indulging me while I went through my clips. I enjoyed doing that. Next, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, suggest drawing a tree with nodes in 3 colors, etc., etc. So let me get that set up. Wait, is this I have the wrong preview open, that's odd. Okay. Is it diagrams.net? Is that the one I want? Draw.io, diagrams.net. Save to Google Drive, sure. Do a blank diagram. Create. Pick folder. How do I make a new folder? I'm gonna have to go to a new window to make a new folder. I know you can't see my screen. I'll bring it back in a moment. Wait, I want drive.google.com. New folder, draw.io. Oh, I already had a draw.io. Well, now I have another draw.io. Okay, I can bring this back now. Look at my program on my preview. So, it's nice that it's got dark mode, I guess. Let me look at the code. It's new iterative main that I'm interested in. Oh, new iterative backtrack. There we go. Board equals deep copy board. It would be interesting to take away these deep copies and see which ones actually mattered. Anyway, if it's a complete board, return board, that's the green that Solaris recommended. If it's an invalid board, that's the red. Next board equals generate next board. So we generate an arbitrary number of next boards. And for each of them, if next board is truthy, we return next board. That's the green case. But if there were it's confusing to me how there seem to be two generations happening in each one of these functions. Anyway, let's put the root here. Can I make this like way bigger? I don't know how well you can see this, but it's mostly about the colors anyway, so. Root, unknown, state. Can I add another one here? No, it already is there. Oh, I think I see it. Valid, so this should be, where do I get the color? Here's the green color. That's a nice subtle green color. Oops, that's not, how do I draw a line? It looks kind of cool there. It's diagonal and then horizontal vertical steps. I like that. But if this is a invalid, then that's red. This one I want to be kind of gray. Or brown. No, brown is too much like red. Blue is unknown. Blue is easier to tell than gray. So it reaches an invalid state and it backs up. Excuse me. It reaches an invalid state, and the fact that there are multiple lines here represents that it's the for loop. And as soon as it hits a valid one, it returns that. Does this mean that on every that it rechecks that it's a complete board on every frame coming up? It seems like it does. That it seems kind of inefficient, but I don't see a way around it. No. or yes? I don't know. But what I want to do is set ready for coding game equals false. Great. Go to main here. If not ready for coding game, I want to test the second one. Debug output equals true. Actually, I'm going to call it analysis output equals true. Then we go to new iterative backtrack. Analysis output equal false. If analysis output print in new iterative backtrack. That's some typo right there. New iterative backtrack. Print is complete board was true. Oops. Print checking is complete board. Print checking is invalid board. What's wrong here? Oh. I can't put the print between the elifs. So can I just say if? Sure. Print found invalid. Found invalid board. Print generating next boards. Running new iterative backtrack. On next board. Print found that next board is truthy. Then we return next board. Let's run main. Oh, I want to comment out that I think this is valid for now. If random.random greater than magic. Ah, that's such a meme. In new iterative? Oh gosh. Run. In new iterative backtrack, checking is complete board, checking is invalid board, generating next boards, running new iterative backtrack on next board. I might kind of like to see the boards. Checking is complete board, checking is invalid board, generating next boards, running new iterative backtrack on next board, checking, generating, running, checking. Is complete board was true. Found that next board is truthy. Found that next board is truthy. Oh, it doesn't run that again. It just returns up the stack. And then done. That's in main where it printed done. Let's print board \n plus print board of board. Wait a second. Solar says also printing the depth could be useful. Yes, it could. You know what? On the recursive call, I'm surprised it went. I'm actually surprised I got as much output as I did, because my recursive calls didn't ask for analysis output. So how did I even... What? Print analysis output equals analysis output. Run. Analysis output equals false. Oh, I got lazy. That's why it even halfway worked. Ah. If analysis output depth plus equals 1. Actually, I want to put the plus equals 1 over here. With depth equal depth f string if analysis output do that, if analysis output do that, return board analysis output. I probably am doing more output than I need, but whatever. If analysis output print if analysis output print generating next boards equal those next board, if analysis output newer backtrack depth with depth analysis output equal analysis output. Next board if analysis output colon print that. Okay, now it should do more like what I want. Analysis output equals true, depth 0, board, checking the things, depth 1, board, Okay, I don't need to check my... Wait, what did I do? Oh, wow, that's weird. Quote, dash, dash, quote. Okay. Depth 0, checking, generating, running. Board is that, checking, generating, running. Depth 2. Checking is complete board, checking. Depth 3. Checking is complete board. Found that next board is truthy, found the next board is truthy, found the next board is truthy, done. So it only gets here once. And then we have various level. In fact, I think it'd be interesting to debug this while it's generating that output. So we have all these functions that are waiting here, waiting for new iterative backtrack to return. It's waiting with a depth of 1. It's waiting with a depth of 2. It's waiting with a depth of 3. At depth equal, and we'll put depth in there. F that. Debug, stop and rerun. And then if I start again, found that next board is truthy at depth of 3. Then we continue. Where is it now? Oh, it's not going to call new iterative backtrack again because we're already inside of the calls. Not thinking recursive dimensionally. Now, what I would find interesting at this time is going from hit ball. I'm going to say directions equals directions.copy random.shuffle directions. Or I could have just reversed directions, but I feel like doing this. Gosh, there's so much junk code here. Use magic equals true. If use magic, we shuffle. Okay. Let's run. My idea is it should find an invalid board. Depth 0, depth 1, depth 2, board checking. Oh, we found the correct solution first. Let's try again. Okay, let's use the more complicated one that's more likely to run into a problem. Oops. We need analysis output equal true. Run, Sammy. Much longer output. That's okay. Found invalid board at depth 4. I want another output. Enumerate next boards. On next board, I equals I of length of next boards plus 1. It's kind of hard to do it without the syntax highlighting that I'm used to. Okay, let's see if that looks better. Generating next boards. Wait, why didn't it say? Here we go. But why didn't it do that at depth 0? Oh, there we go. It did. Next board I equals 0, 6. At depth 1, I equals 0 of 5. At depth 2. Hello, Sammy. Oh, we don't see him. Are you gonna drink my tea? Are you gonna rub on my mic? There's no tea for you. I need my cat cam. I need to be able to just pick up a camera and point it at the cat and show him to you. Put that in Twitch chat to do. Get cat cam set up. Now at depth 2, I is 1 of 5. Now at depth 2, found invalid board. Next board I equals 2 of 5. Depth of 2. On board 0 of 5. Depth is 3. Print f quote board colon new line print board of board. Hi, Sammy. You know, I don't need this checking complete. Don't need that. I'm just skimming it past it and it's just taking up brain space. elif is invalid board. I don't think I need this one. I am going to say else print else if analysis output print unknown if board is valid or invalid. Print f length of next boards equals len next boards. Five next boards. Now we've got that same board. Four next boards. How is length of next board equals 4, but we're running I equals 0 of 5? Next boards. Next boards. Oh, +1. Why did I say +1? That was silly. Down to depth 2. Found invalid board. Sar says you could have done I +1 of length +1. I should have done, no, I should have done I +1 of just length, I think. For I, comma, thing, enumerate, no, length counts, let me just, I think it should be print f I out I +1 out of length thing. I agree there should be an I +1 here, but I don't think it should be length of thing +1. Oh, oops. Things equals A, B, C. Now I want to enumerate things. Darn it. Darn it. Wait, why did that do that? Oh, length of thing. Yeah, okay. Let's get this right. And then I'll look at the chat. 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3. Yeah. Okay. Solar says, so going from 0 to 3, so in common language, you would say 4 dot 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 2 out of 4. I plus 1 of length plus 1. Oh no, you're right. My bad. This is I plus 1 of length, da da da. Sorry. Yeah, length counts in the natural way. So if we would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objects, the index would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the length would be 5. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay. So I was totally backwards before when I did I equals I of length of boards plus 1. So what I really want to do is I plus 1, not I equals. I'll just say board that. Okay, let's run main. And new iterative backtrack with depth equals 0 board. Length of next boards is 4. In iterative backtrack with depth 2. You know what would be cool is if I can find and replace print with depth print. I'll show you where I'm going with this. Depth print, depth print. Where's the next one? Print, next one, commented, print, depth print. Skip that one. Replace that one. Replace that one. Replace that one. Next one. Replace that one. Okay, that's all that. Now, unfortunately, each of these depth prints have to be given a new argument, which is depth. Although maybe I can find that and replace it with that selectively. Next, replace. No, no, no. Yes. Oh, it's got to be comma space depth. Shoot. Next, 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 replace, depth print, next, replace, next boards equals, next boards. Oops, that's depth print, replace, for I, depth print, replace, next word equals, oh wait, that's depth print, but that's not where I want it to be. Replace, depth, where are we? Depth, okay. And now I have a couple of depth prints that I need to fix because I didn't include my comma. Comma space depth, comma space depth, comma space depth. And now, oops, depth, depth. Why did my screen flicker? I need to figure that out. Depth print s depth s equals space times depth plus s print s. This should be pretty cool. Perhaps you forgot a comma. No, I forgot a. I lost a quote. Oh, I did forget a comma because my comma was quoted. So yeah. Oops, my depth plus equals 1 now it matters where it is. I'm only gonna change depth here. Why is the board not coming out as... Oh, I know why. Yeah, that's okay. Now we're at depth of less depth. Depth print. Hi, hello. Depth. Oops. Wait, if next board. Yeah, that's right. Where's my hello? Ali. This is too much information for me to process. I'm going to take a stream break, and then I want to proceed. I want to write a program to take output like this, possibly with some more information, and generate a graph of the different, generate a plot of the different paths of the tree, of the search tree. Okay, BRB. Hold on, what's happening? Extract back. Good enough. Am I mute? Thank you, Solaris. Yes, I was muted. Oh, that's annoying that it's on. Actually, maybe I like that. Unknown, found invalid board. That was board 1 of 4. But why is found invalid board a level deeper than that was board 1 of 4? We're at depth of 2. We found an invalid board. Oh. We found an invalid board and then we exited up a level. Now we were, so at depth 0 we run. At depth 1 we run the function. At depth 2 we found an invalid board. That was 1 of 4. Slartas, what is the issue? The issue is I'm trying to gain intuition on this, which is kind of a flimsy goal. There is a bigger issue here. The bigger issue is there are boards that will be invalid eventually, and if my screening was more clever, it could pick that fact out. But as it is, it has to go through a lot of generations to find out. And an idea that I've gotten is I want to draw the diagram of this search tree and find invalid boards that where we went down a long path to get to an invalid board. And I want to then look back a few generations, look at the board state, and be like, oh, I want to prune that one sooner. And to do that, I actually need to look up Python diagrams as code. Are these sponsored links? No, they're not. Diagrams lets you draw the cloud system architecture in Python code. Diagrams as code for prototyping cloud system architectures. Diagrams as code is Python. Well, I'm not drawing cloud architectures. So this isn't quite what I'm looking for. Top 7 diagrams as code tools. Sources, maybe there are libraries that can do exactly that. Draw a tree of the calls. Draw a tree of backtrack recursion calls. Programming more trees and YouTube recursion and artwork. That looks kind of fun. Sorry, it says maybe this. Let's see the maybe this. Download the GraphViz binary. Whoa. Okay, let me bring that into here. Recursion Visualizer 1.03. How does it work though? Oh, this looks great. Here are the changes required. Add decorator visualizer, which accepts optional arguments, ignore args, and show argument name, and show return value. Change every function calls to pass as keyword arguments. I don't understand that instruction. Oh, my screen is freaking out. So, Lars, do you understand this? Change every function calls to pass as keyword arguments. Sorry about my screen flickering. I don't know why that's happening. Ooh, that's really bad. Hold on. I'm gonna try to debug this. No, I'm not going to try to debug this right now. So Lars says keyword arguments are named arguments, but I don't understand what they tell you to do. Yeah, I don't understand it either. But let's just try to extract the minimum viable necessary from this thing. So if not ready for CodinGame visualizer.visualizer. Is it just called visualizer? That's interesting. So I need to figure out graph viz binary mac. What does it say for Mac? Okay, I can do homebrew. Good. I don't remember if homebrew shows anything interesting, so I'm gonna do that on a new, on another screen. Brew install, except I forgot to look at the name of it. GraphViz. Okay, that'll get to work. What was that noise? It's probably CodinGame. I think they are telling you that you need to name the arguments that are to be considered in the animation. That could be it. Well, I've already got board, so... So at decorator... as VS, okay. Shape, record, color, whatever, style, whatever. Fill color equals gray. Board equals 0, depth, board, depth equals 0, analysis output equals false. And then the next thing you do is in main vs.makeAnimation Fibonacci.gif. I'll call it mything.gif. Delay equals 2. If, okay. vs.makeAnimation CodinGame or whatever. Oh no. That's the problem. I don't know if this is the problem. Oh, that's just JDK caveats, so that's fine. The next step is pip install recursion visualizer. But then why is it from visualizer? Shouldn't it be from recursion visualizer? Weird. Okay, terminal. I'm in the virtual environment already. NumPy, we've got NumPy. Okay, this should be ready to run. We got a new chat. Hello, Chief Chippy. Error saving GIF. That's unfortunate. So actually, I am doing CodinGame. This is my Winamax sponsored challenge PyCharm project, which is on CodinGame. I'm not doing Clash of Code, which is like the more popular thing, but bad label format, new iterative backtrack. Okay, it's having trouble printing something out from here. Chief Chip, if you like, let me know and I will review the problem on the CodinGame website. So I think what I need is a repper for board, maybe. Whoa. What's all this? Let's do the simpler one so there's less output. This is the simpler one. Okay. We're going to ignore args for now. We'll come back to that later. Ignore args equals. Now, what does it want? Does it want a list of args to ignore, or does it want just a true or false? Let's find out. Maybe it wants a string of board. Maybe it wants a list of things to ignore. Bad label format, new iterative backtrack. Is this a problem with the code I've put in, or is this a problem with just their thing? So let's try their example. Test viz.py. Run this guy. Well, I don't want to run the tests. I just want to run. What? Oh, because I named it test viz. Huh. I want to test viz. Now it's just going to run it as a normal Python program. Yeah, there we go. Did it create it? There it goes. Wait 1 second. New workspace temp. Where did I put this? Oh no, this will be in PyCharm projects. PyCharm projects. Winamax sponsored challenge. Fibonacci.gif. What's that gonna open with? Preview. Uh-oh, is it like... Okay, good enough. I'll show you that. So their example code works well enough. So we'll go back to... Why is there a Fibonacci.png? That's interesting. Main.py. Let's see main again. Maybe I can find more information on the error up here. Right, I was going to search the error. This is called Python Recursion Visualizer. No, this is not helpful. Oh. Change every function call to pass as keyword arguments. I get it. I understand what they're saying. So if we look in there, I want to test viz.py. We're not calling fib of 6, we're calling fib of n equals 6. I need to do the same thing in my new iterative board. So every time I call new iterative, which is decorated by this thing. Oh wait, there's a line there I don't need. New iterative in new iterative backtrack. I just have to say board equals next board. I think that's gonna fix it. I don't know what function this is. Oh, that's in main. I'm not using main right now, so I don't care about that. Then I have to say board equals that. I wonder if I have to tell it depth equals 0. Let's find out. I might have to. Please be working. Wait, did I kill it when it was still trying? Let me give it another run. Writing CodinGame.png failed. Writing frames. Writing GIF error, saving GIF. Damn. I thought that would fix it. Hello, Sahib. Anyone for coding escape, join me. Escape.codinggame.com. Game session. Come on my stream. What? What is so number one, what is escape? Coding game escape. This multiplayer experience allows teams to it's a game. Accept cookies. What do you mean by come on my stream? Do you want me to stop my stream and like come on a call to your stream? Sahiban Sai says, no, you can do it here. Okay, sure, let's give this a try. Yeah, I'll try it out. Copy link address. Go here. I'll figure out that visualizer thing later. Before launching your mission, take 5 minutes to learn how to use the coding escape interface. Sure. Oh, they've got like sound effects. Welcome to our coding escape tutorial. On the left, you can interact with your environment. It's shared with all players in real time. Programming language. Choose any programming language from the list. Search for clues. This door seems to be locked by a digital lock. Click on this icon to look for clues. Sahib Bansal 17 says, anyone else wants to join can. Escape.codinggame.com, game session, TAT, blah, blah, blah. Remember this code. Go back to unlock the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Click on actions to see how to interact with objects. Digital lock. I can try only one combination at a time on this 4-digit lock. You'll need to find the correct one. Protocol. Return a string containing 4 digits. Pro tip, you can switch the current tab to manual mode if you want to interact with this object without coding. You need a 4-digit. You can connect your code to the lock using the connect button or the plus output in your editor. Your function has been modified to return a string of digits, the combination to test. Return a string containing 1, 2, 3, 4 to unlock the digital lock. It's funny, there's like some background noise, some atmospheric background noise on the game, but my noise reduction filter in OBS is removing that from what you can hear. Okay. Return string 1, 2, 3, 4, then click execute. You've unlocked the door. Click on the door to go to the next room. Object data. You can retrieve data and use it in your code. Click on the object to read the data format. I can read this number into my code to do some computation. Parameter a number. Non-real example 1, 2, 3, 4. Connection. Good news. Thanks to this object, you can access a number. You can connect this object to your code to use the number using the connect or plus in your input editor. Function parameters. You can now access this number as a new parameter number in your function. Multiple inputs. You can add multiple inputs to your program. Click on the plus button to add another number. Multiple inputs. Click on the highlighted icon to confirm the object connection. Output. Now connect the output to the keyboard to try a combination. Output. Confirm the connection by clicking on the object. Or like wiring up their virtual environment to this stuff. Well, now your function has been modified to return a number, the password to test, and takes two numbers, number and number 2. Everything is connected correctly. However, you still need to figure out what to do. If you're stuck, unlock hints to help you. Compute. Okay, how about I can unlock hints. Unlock the 3 available hints to find out what to do with your keyword. Click on hints. Yeah, I got it now. I clicked on hints. Click to unlock +1 min. Look above the keyboard. 13, 10, 20, 39 plus. Oh, it is just adding them together. Click to unlock. There's a plus symbol. Do I need to unlock the next one too? You should add the 2 numbers. Unlock the 3 hints to find what you need to do with the keyboard. Find the password suggested above the keyboard. You should add the 2 numbers as parameters and return the result. Click execute should open the padlock. Return. Number plus number 2. Sure, we'll use JavaScript. Execute. Hatches were opened. Congrats, you mastered the robot. Your training is complete. Start. Language English. We recommend that Sahil Bonsai 17 reads this introduction to you. Listen carefully and immerse yourself in the atmosphere of this mission to maximize your chances of success. Well, Sahil, do you want to read this thing to me? Or do you want me to read, or should I just read it? We can start. Well, this looks complicated. Actions. Get object details. The item is really strange. I wonder what the letters H and M mean. Her Majesty? According to this clock, it's 2:50 a.m. in Paris, although it doesn't seem to be working. Parameter Paris, an object containing the number of hours and minutes. Non-real example, 8:27. Let's connect this. Param Paris. Oh, can I see where your mouse is going? That's interesting. Now, I'm going to switch my code to Python now. Okay, I can connect the clocks, but what does that do? What's this over here? Whatever it is, it's trying to load and not doing a very good job. Escape.CodinGame wants to use your microphone. Oh, okay. Um, okay. Embedding meet.jit.si is only meant for demo purposes, so this call will disconnect in 5 minutes. Please use Jitsi as a service for production embedding. So wait, is CodinGame using a demo of some communication thing? I unmute my mic. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Great.
I believe my stream can hear you as well. Hopefully that's okay.
Sorry.
I said my stream can hear you as well. Is that okay?
Yeah, that is all right.
Okay, good.
So what do we need to do now? Let's try. I'm trying the bottom one, that one.
This old book about Leonardo da Vinci's work contains a coded message on the last page. I have no idea what this is about.
Okay, let me think.
I'll go ahead and connect it.
Okay, so they have given a code. I need to maybe decrypt the code. Leonardo da Vinci code. Let me search for that. Da Vinci code. I'll try something else. What does this cause? We have to return between 0 and 10,000. What should we set this to be?
Which one?
The cause, yeah, this one.
I can set this gauge between 0 and 10,000. Pro tip, you can switch the current tab to manual mode if you want to interact with this object without coding.
going with 0 actually. Okay, nothing happened. 1000, nothing happened.
This, if I connect, it looks like it's an output.
This looks very tricky.
What's this?
Oh, these gauges, we have to set each of them separately.
Whoa, there's a whole another area.
And this gets some
I'm gonna click on the hint. Next hint, under pressure, next hint spark, click to unlock. The phone booth must be powered by steam. Okay.
where did you get the hint?
There, below time, there was a light bulb, and I clicked on the first hint to unlock it, and that hint said the phone booth must be powered by steam. So I think we need to turn on the right.
Okay.
We need to solve this puzzle. Yeah, it looks like we're making progress. Well, this one has to be closed. This one should be open. We need to close the leaks. Except I don't know which way it... Hey, I think we closed all the leaks.
We have to open, I guess.
We have to open certain ones and close certain other ones. I guess this is the way out. This generator must power the machine. Right now it's not delivering enough power to make it work. It looks like the engineer is missing an important value to be able to correct this. I'm gonna edit my stream info to say CodinGame escape room. Oh, I can connect my code to various objects in the virtual environment, but only one at a time. Universe, dimensions, strings. This is the phone. Okay, I'm gonna take another hint. Whoa, there's like groups of hints. TikTok. Click to unlock. The 3 clocks will help you set the 4th clock. Give me another hint. The drawing on the ground represents an equation, and the cities represent clocks. Oh. Paris plus New York plus London I think that's London. Yeah, plus London, plus Paris. Which one did you... Oh, there we go. Close the valve so directly from left right. Close all valves that lead to an open pipe. Yeah, we did that part. So with the 3 clocks, we'll help you set the 4th clock. This is the 4th clock. That's an output. I can set the time on this clock that is different from the others from 1 to 24 hours, from 1 to 24 for the hours, and from 1 to 60 for the minute. Non-real example, hours 6 minutes 27. Connect. So I am going to write the code for I don't want to add times. All right, fine. Minutes equals Paris hours times 60 plus... Did we lose the call? Is there a text chat option? I think we ran out of a time on the on this trial of that other intercom service that that CodinGame set us up with. Anyway, Paris hours times 60 plus Paris minutes plus wait, why would it put Paris and the P at Paris? Oh, we have a Sammy here. There he goes. Plus New York hours times 60 plus Paris. Oops. New York minutes plus London hours times 60 plus New York minutes. Oh, why am I keep doing the same old city? Plus London minutes paren. Wait, what? Is... Oh, this is... I've got the wrong thing connected. I need to connect the other clock. Now London works. Then I can say hours, comma, minutes equals div mod of... Is that what it's called? Yeah. Div mod of minutes, comma, 60. Hours is hours, minutes is minutes, and let's execute this code. Failure, nothing happened. Proposed solution, hours 7. Oh, wait. Darn it. I have to do the multiples of things. So wrap each of these number of minutes in their own parentheses. So it's Paris, 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 4 times Paris, Paris, New York, New York, 2 times New York, and London is 1, 2, 2 times London. Execute. The clock opened. An old manual. An old manual explains how to use the machine. Okay, we're making progress. It shows which buttons to press, as many rectangular buttons as green buttons, exactly 3 red buttons, twice as many 4-sided shapes as 6-sided shapes, no green buttons, a total of 17 sides on the shapes. I don't want to think through that. Sahil, I think we lost the voice call. I don't know if you were watching my stream, but I hear I'm thinking of bouncing from this. I've solved one piece of it, but I don't really want to do this part of the logic puzzle. Well, it looks like he's working on Paris hours plus Paris minutes. That's enough. How do I leave this thing? I guess I just close the window. Changes may not be saved. I am okay with that. Oh right, I was trying to solve that thing. Okay, let's edit the stream info. CodinGame, Winamax, sponsored, orange, golf themed puzzle. Shape record causes error badly format graphics doesn't seem to support. Oh, I bet. Shoot. I think I need to have my board encoded as a string object for this to work. That's annoying. Let's do a git commit in case this is a waste of time. On track files. I don't care about codinggame.gif. Wait, there's a codinggame.gif? I thought there was an error writing that. Let's look at codinggame.gif. The codinggame.gif could not be owned because it is empty. Okay, fine. Git admin.py git commit -m. Try visualizing recursion. So what I need to do, oh, this is annoying. So I want to be able to say my test equals new iterative backtrack board equals quote dot dot no 4 dot dot at x new line dot h dot h dot. Wait, why on earth am I doing this manually? I need to have code that does it automatically anyway, so Python console. That's the thing, so we want new line dot join empty space dot join iterable row. Wait a sec, let me do one row. dot join. First I need board equals that. Empty space dot join. Cell for cell in board 0. Expected string found ints found. Okay, fine. String of cell for cell in board. Okay, that works. Row for row in board. That's how that works. And it's new line dot join Is that gonna work? Yep, that's good. Now I go to main.py. Floris, did you get it to work finally? Well, I got kind of off track with the whole escape room thing. I think the problem is GraphViz can't display these brackets, so I need to pass into the function a string representation of the board that GraphViz can handle, which is kind of annoying, but we're gonna try it. Def board list to board string of board list, return this, and then for board list, and now we need def board string to board list of board string, return for row in board string dots for row in board string dots that's split on the quote new line. And then we want row cell in row for cell in row for row in cell for cell in row / star. Int e if e that is numeric, else e in list of list. Okay, thank you. I'm a little slow on this one today. Int of e if e that is numeric, else e for e in row. E for e in row. Oh, well, got it. Okay. And then e int of e if e dot is numeric, else e for E in row. Okay, got it. So now new iter we need this to be a board string. Now we say board equals board string to board list of board string. Now board string equals board string. Next board blord list. I did blord again. List board string of next board string equals that. Okay, see if that works. New iterative backtrack had, oh, that's not right. Main.py. BAORD. Oh gosh. Board string equals board list to board string of this whole thing. Now let's run it. Although it may look kind of funny because the label is gonna be so big. Error, bad label format. Analysis output equals to board string equals that. Depth equals 5. And arrow error. Maybe it doesn't like the new lines. Why is it / new line? So we're not going to use a new character. We're going to use X. No, they already used X. We use Z. I want to see where this bad label format comes up in the code. It's not even in the code. Oh, it's graph viz. Error, bad label format, graph viz. 6 years. So is it because it doesn't accept strings? That can't be it. Is it because maybe it's because the string is too long? But I can't make the string any shorter without breaking the program. What if I go to the one that works? I want to test viz.py fib of n comma s, and we'll do fib with fib n equals 6 comma s equals this whole thing. Is that going to fail? Fib missing. Oh yeah. Fib n minus 1, n equals s equals s equals paste. All right, no, s equals s, comma, s equals s, and main of, yeah, okay. Is it the dot characters? What if we just do this? So it's one of the it's one of my, it's probably this caret. Wow, it's really slow to write the frames. Okay, let's try it with this one. Well, apparently it's not that one. We'll try with this one. Oh, it's the dot. I bet it's the dot. Solaris says, oh. That one's okay. There's the problem. Solaris says, so it's not the dot. It's not the dot, it's the right caret for one thing and probably the left caret as well. Yeah, okay. So I just need to choose different ways to string of cell dot join. Okay, this is going to be L if cell equal that thing, else R if cell equals that, else that, and this is going to be else if E equals L, else if E equals R, else E. Okay. Deacon Ninja says try dot replace. Oh. Left caret backslash left caret. Why two backslashes? Well, let me try it this way. Oh, oops, I need to run. It's main that I want to run. Wait, what? Board string equals that. Depth equals... Why is it trying to... I think I need to... Diha Ninja says, ignore that. Looks like graph is already should escape those characters. Well, huh, interesting. I want to ignore args, stroking name, show return value, node property quargs. Writing, coding it, it failed. Writing frames, writing GIF, saved GIF. CodinGame.gif successfully. Did it? Solar says maybe it's in the decorator. Let's see CodinGame.gif. Well, it did something. Oops. Hey, it worked. Except it's really hard to see. And it must be that the last one was the one where it solved it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to... This will be fun. We'll do the more complicated one. If underscore name equals main. We're going to do... board string equals board list to board string of... Oh, that was... Wait, what? We were doing the more complicated one. Where'd preview go? Did I close it? Oops. It says, maybe it's in the decorator. Solar says, but it didn't show the returned values like for Fibonacci, or I missed them. Oh, those are only in the PNG, and it did generate the GIF, but not the PNG. Oh, so the failure was on the PNG. Well, we got the GIF, so let's look at the GIF. Four.xx, 4.xx. Is it 5 by 5? Okay. Well, we need a more complicated one for this to seem useful. Dahi Ninja. My solution was first to find all possible paths from balls to holes. Okay, this is interesting. My solution was to first find all possible paths from balls to holes. Then recursively try filling each path into a grid of chars with backtracking when it fails. That's a totally different approach from my approach, but it's interesting. My approach is let me look at my code and help me understand what my approach is before I try to explain it. New iterative backtrack. I generate next boards by hitting the balls in all possible directions. So I'm recursive on each hit. You're only recursive on combinations of paths, which is a lot better. Solaris, I'm curious if that's what your solution looked like. What time is it? I need to get some water and put on the BRB text. I will be right back. Not going to bother muting this time. I don't want to forget to unmute. Okay, welcome back to Streamland. I like that. Welcome back to Streamland. Huh. Clip that so I remember I said that. Solaris asks, what language did you use to Dahi Ninja? Dahi Ninja says C++. Solaris says, oh, maybe in C++ that is sufficient. Solaris, are you suggesting it would need to be more optimized in Python? Solaris says, that alone seems to time out for me in Python. I needed one more optimization. Wow, I thought I could fix my approach with just some minor tweaks. I'm quickly realizing that that's not going to be enough. At least it seems that way. Because there are so many, even if I do some work to point out boards that will be invalid in a few moves, I'm shooting balls in so many random directions. Solaris says, but it is very possible that I just didn't implement this algorithm efficiently and that the additional optimization was not needed. How could you have implemented it inefficiently? I'm going to switch to full webcam for chatting. Oh, that's my mic stand right there. I was wondering what that was at first. By the way, I'm going to be taking off in about 10 minutes. I've got something to get to. But so I'm probably just going to sit and chat for the last 10 minutes, but how's everyone's morning? Or afternoon. Whatever it is, where you are. Solar says, like you can implement a given algorithm with different data structures, etc. Maybe the way I found the paths was not the quickest possible, even if the algorithm is still finding all possible paths. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? There's a piano in my background. I'm going to make some piano noises while I wait for someone to say something else. Solar says, are you stopping there for the puzzle? I am for now. I might be on later today with the puzzle. How's the volume on this piano? Will it work? my place. Where is it? Yay! I need to make my tea. Be right back. Thanks, Sammy. All right, I'm gonna twiddle my thumbs for a bit. See if anyone says something. Dahi Ninja says, I've been working on CodinGame sponsored contests for months. Dahi Ninja, do you mean um this specific one, the one I'm working on, or like various ones? Kettle is brewed? No, kettle is boiled. Solaris says, okay, let's catch up. Dahi Ninja says, I've been working on CodinGame sponsored contests for months. Solaris says, like you designed the puzzle. Dahi Ninja says, the other CodinGame puzzle. I'm currently at rank 5 on the dashboard. Solaris says, you're Micmac. Dahi Ninja says, this one. Let's go look at that one. CodinGame sponsored contest. Victory conditions, do not lose. Lose conditions. Timeout or wrong output. What the heck? Solaris says, oh, you mean this puzzle? I see. So you worked on solving that. Dahi Ninja says, yep. How do you even approach one where they don't give you any initialization input for one game, line 1 a character, line 2 a character, line 3 a character, line 4 a character, next few lines 2 integers on a line, output for one game turn, a single line containing the following actions A, B, C, D, or E, constraints, duration of one game 100 turns. I don't get it. Solaris says, you first had to figure out what the puzzle is about. That is the particularity of this puzzle. Dahi Ninja says that's the easy bit. Interesting. Well, who knows? Maybe that'll be my next thing that I do. Okay, my tea's almost done. Time for me to take off. I'm going to end the stream. We're going to go back to this one and say, but instead we're going to say, thanks for watching. We're going to hide the camera, cut to there. One more thing I'll say is that Solaris said, but my favorite optimization puzzle is this one, CodinGame Multiplayer Optimization Code of the Rings. Let me open that so I have it for later. Cool. Well, thank you, viewers. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to cut the stream off in about 30 seconds. Until then, have a good one. Oh, there goes my timer. Goodbye.